Hello everybody! We are making Finn and Poe today. I couldn't separate them, I had to make them together because these guys are just like little dynamic duo. This is back when I had a lot of hope and excitement around the Star Wars sequels and the Force Awakens and everything. I was pumped, I was hyped. It really takes me back, like I was so excited. Like let me give you a visual of how excited I was for the Star Wars to be back. I was like watching reaction videos to people watching the trailers. I studied the trailers. I was so excited and I was just for it. I didn't know what the story was or anything. I was just for it. I was here. And you know what? I actually kind of liked The Force Awakens. I haven't watched it in actually like probably since it came out. Because I don't really rewatch movies. But man, I actually really liked The Force Awakens. So Finn and Poe are like, they're my guys. I like them so much. And back in the day, I did really ship them. Like, I don't care. They're great. Like, they're so cool together and they've got such this, even if it's not romantic, it's this bromance that I can really believe in and I really love it. And I thought that, you know, those two actors and those two characters really added to the Star Wars roster because my God, finally, we had some characters from Star Wars that weren't the Skywalkers, that were main characters, and it's like, yes, finally. So what we're doing is we're starting out with Poe. We had to start out with Poe. I feel like I nailed his hair too. I'm like, I was cycling through the Sims 4 hairs and I'm like, oh, that's his hair. That's so his hair. It's like this princely, rugged, heroic kind of windswept kind of hair. And then I think it all just sort of fell into place. He wasn't that hard to make. I think his eyes were the hardest thing for me, honestly, because Oscar Isaacs has this really lovely eyes. They're quite hooded, almost like he can have the eyes quite wide, but he's got these lovely, deeply hooded eyes that make him look like a little bit. He always looks like he's really sleepy. But he's so handsome at the end of the day, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. So he's got this lovely, absolutely gorgeous face, and it was a nice little challenge just to sort of try to create him and everything. Obviously with his clothes, there was really only one option. He had to have his X-Wing fighter suit and everything, and I gave him the helmet on a secondary option, and at that point I'm like, yeah, we nailed it. We had fun. For his personality, I made him, oh God, I think I made him like, adventurous. I think I leaned into his adventurous, reckless side, and that was quite fun as well. So he's adventurous. I think he might be good. Oh, he's definitely a bro. They're both bros. I made them both bros because you just see them interact with each other and it's like, oh, bless their hearts. They're the broest of bros. And then, if I could go back into it briefly for a moment, I've got to stop saying this in all my videos, but it's like, I loved them in Force Awakens, and then it took a turn, and I will never forget how they made Poe be the one to say that epic line, somehow Palpatine returned. It's like, what the fuck, Disney? What is that? What is that writing, first off? And it's like, okay, who is responsible for this madness? And then we go on to Finn. Finn. Oh, my darling Finn. I feel like he was so meant to be more of a main character than he ended up being. And I feel so sorry for John Boyega, because it's like, you were probably really promised something amazing. And then they just pivoted really hard and went back to the Skywalkers. And it's like, fine. We'll go back to regular Star Wars. We won't try anything new, everybody. Everybody go home, pack it in. We're not doing anything different. Man, I really preferred Force Awakens over anything. Anywho, John Boyega, the lovely Finn. He was a bit challenging, honestly. Like, first of all, there's not that much hair that's suited. There's only so much, and his hair does slightly change throughout the movies. So yeah, and also he's got the most unique face as well. It's sort of like his nose, I think, was the most challenging thing, because it was like, it didn't go very far throughout his head. It looked big from the front, but only from like a wide aspect. Then you go on the side and it's really close to his face, and also it's quite far up his face. It's all mouth. really, and he's got this most beautiful lips ever, and I was sort of just trying to stop myself from giving him, like, you know, when you're making a sim and you try to give them like perfect proportions and everything, you have to stomp down on that sometimes when you're trying to make a likeness of somebody, because people don't have perfect proportions. I know when I was making myself, my nose, not proportionate to my face in the slightest. I've actually got like, it's sort of, if I could confess, I've got like a kind of asymmetrical nose. Like, it's bumpy on one side, it's straight on the other. It's hard to imagine, but the bridge of my nose is a travesty. But you know what? It's my nose. I like it. I accept it. However, people have flaws, and this is, I come back to this again, but Sims, I really wish they'd give us the opportunity to make changes just on one side of the face. Like, we have that option. I would love it to not be mirrored for everything. That way we could really delve into, say, if someone's got really asymmetrical features, then we could really, really, really bring it home and go, oh yeah, no, that's different. I'm trying to think of someone who has really asymmetrical features, but I can't think of anything. Me, I have asymmetrical features. EA, get on it. But yes, I didn't put him in his, I did give Finn the option to be in his Stormtrooper outfit, but I also gave him the lovely cream beige leather jacket, which is like, they set so many things up in that first movie and then they just forgot them later. And it's these two poor boys pushed to the background, what didn't really have anything to do. Oh, it's a travesty. It's a travesty. I'm still angry about it. I'm forgiving, but I'm still angry about it years later. And I'm the most optimistic Little Miss Sunshine person, always looking on the bright side kind of thing, but man, this was disappointing, the sequel trilogy. Anywho, here we are. We have Finn and Poe, and I really like them so much. I'm glad how they turned out. They will be living together within the Star Wars safe. I've got them living in an Ewok treehouse together, which I thought was fun. If you want them to be romantic, please do so. If you don't, if you want them just to be bros, please do so. I haven't quite decided where I want them to fall in the actual save, but I will give people options. But yes, I do like them. I'm happy with them. Like and subscribe if you care to on this video if you enjoyed it, but otherwise I hope you're having a fantastic day. Stay warm, everybody. It's bloody freezing in Australia at the moment. Bye-bye.